Today we're at Tonto Reservation. It's beautiful, very beautiful here. I'm blown away. The drive here was amazing. We're in Arizona, east of Phoenix, not far from Superstitious Mountains. And behind me, there is a lake, Canyon Lake, and we're about to go on a riverboat. Welcome to our adventure. Lots of love, people. Let's go. There's our voyage ride right there. Getting ready to board. Catch you on board. Now the Dolly, it does have a snack bar on the bottom. We're on the top level here, but they only serve. They only take cash. So I don't know if you can tell on the film, but the rocks have a little bit of a green like growth on them because it's spring here. It's kind of odd to see, but it's beautiful.
You'll notice the volcanic nature of this area. All of central Arizona was formed by volcanic activity, and this area is no exception. Three supervolcanoes deposited well to top, thousands of feet thick, and the forces of nature have eroded its way down to its present level, very much the same way the Colorado River has formed the Grand Canyon. Now, we do have three rivers feeding 7 different lakes around the Phoenix Valley. Out west, we have the Agua Fria, supplying water to Lake Pleasant. Verde River to the north feeds Bartlett and Horseshoe Lakes. And to the east, there is the Salt River. That supplies water for Roosevelt, Apache, Canyon, and Saguaro Lake. Water resource used for irrigation, household water, electric power, and recreation. All 4 dams along the Salt River are equipped with hydroelectric generation and pump-back storage capabilities. Off on the port side, left-hand side, out the distance, see a concrete structure. That is our dam. Mormon Flat Dam. Completed in 1925, it stands 224 feet tall. It was named after the community established here in the late 1800s, the Mormons. They migrated to this area, built a tent city right here at the bend of the river. About 4,000 people lived out here for close to 11 years. Now, off of our right-hand side, you see a figure-like pillar of rock. It will appear to be a statue of a tall lady with her arms folded and looking down into the water. She is the first of 2 Yavapai princesses. Their tribe controlled this area about 130 years ago. If you look up on top of her head, that is a bald eagle's nest. That bald eagle's nest is active. It has been active for over 15 years now. And if you go from the nest, okay, so we use the nest for reference, and we come right. You come right, see there's another little pillar of rock sticking up almost from a rounded rock. There's an object on top of that. That's one of the eagles. And if you come a little farther and slightly upward onto the wall there, you'll find there's another. Both those eagles are perched beside the nest, if you will. So from the nest, there's the eagle's nest on her head. You come right, you'll find one of the eagles. And you come right a little bit more up slightly, you'll find the other. And I come forward, maybe a little better angle for you to be able to see them.
Can you see it?
Keep your eyes open here. Kind of a tough spot there. Like straight up. That eagle's nest, like I say, it's been active for over 15 years now. There we go. One of the eagles. So there you can see them both. Very good. Yes, you can clearly see them. We got the princess eagle's nest on her head. Come right. You got the rocks sticking up. You got one up there. They just come right and slightly upwards, and you will find the other one. This area was especially volatile from 27 to 38 billion years ago. There were 3 supervolcanoes that spewed so much welded tuff within their magma chambers beneath them that they became unstable, collapsing within themselves. That created Goldfield, Superstition, and Tortilla calderas. Combined, the effects that wind, rain, and river has had on thousands of feet of welded tuff and solidified volcanic ash, and you are left with the wondrous rock formations and mountains surrounding us today.
couldn't ask for a more perfect day than today. Just absolutely gorgeous. Just
What's that?
so peaceful.
That bird.
It's crazy how these saguaros just are like, hey, I'm gonna set up home right here. Pull back a little more. There we go. So beautiful. It's crazy. Mountains are getting a little taller here.
Super babies hanging around. I thought it was like
Speedboat.
honestly, I'm surprised there's not more photos. I'm surprised there's not more people. I knew there were. Maybe yesterday.
Getting ready to turn.
That's fun music going towards the eyes. It's a little scary.
I haven't really seen any of the lives, like any of the wildlife that they were talking about. That's a
I'm
bummer.
wondering if maybe it depends on the time of year.
You'd think they'd be out and about right now. It's a perfect day.
It's still growing.
The greenery on the side of this rock. Beautiful time of the year. And we actually have some rain here in the desert. Swirl cactus, native of Arizona.
On your right hand side here, you see a small little sleepy lagoon. Everybody, you think camping areas over here as well. Overnight boating and camping is permitted out here. We do have many areas such as this Canyon Lake, although most of them are only accessible by boat.
What is that? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's bubbling, whatever it is.
It's just a giant pool.
Yeah, that bird had a small fish in its mouth. I know I complain about the heat all the time and I complain about my allergies, but man, Arizona is such a gorgeous state. It's absolutely amazing, especially this time of the year in March. It's crazy that green on the rock. Just not used to seeing that. See the water run off, years of erosion. Couple of fishermen here. So it sounds like bass is the choice here. So far, no wildlife.
So, you look around today on these dark streets running right down the surface of the rock. Let's go to Desert Varnish. What you're seeing there is one of the most remarkable biogeophysical phenomena in arid desert regions of the world. Although it may only be 1/100th of a millimeter in thickness, desert varnish often covers entire desert ranges with a black or reddish-brown coating of manganese or iron on the surface of the rock. This thin layer also includes cementous-like particles that helps to shield the bacteria from extreme heat and our intense solar radiation. Desert varnish is formed by colonies of microscopic bacteria that have been living on the surface of the rock for thousands of years. During our monsoonal season, large shrubs will settle over these mountains, causing inches of rain, creating beautiful waterfalls, and thus intensifies the varnish effect. Here in the Phoenix Valley, we do receive around 7 inches of rain per year.
7 inches of rain per year. Wow.
Looks like a mushroom.
What was that, a
A
bird?
bird with a fish in its mouth.
I didn't catch that.
It's like, hey, can I get up the stairs?
I saw it dripping something. Boy, it's starting to rock here. See the water getting a little rough.
I am missing a boarding pass. I'm missing boarding pass number 66. Boarding pass number 6666 is still out there somewhere. Please are kind to bring it to me here at my helm. And to my crew is out and about, stand at the edge of your table while they're making their rounds. They'll locate that. Like that. We appreciate that. Boarding pass number 66. This area we've just entered is Lost Dutchman Bay. Very, very scenic area here along the lake.
Yeah, we're not far from the Lost Dutchman area. Superstition Mountains. Really unique place. Highly recommend coming to visit.
We'll just make our way along this rock wall here on the starboard side.
Wow, that is so
Really,
cool.
rather unique geological area right up here. I'd like to point out, we have the opportunity. As we come along this wall, people always get curious about how deep the water is. Right here at the wall, it's straight down 103 feet to the bottom. That's why most of Canyon Lake is sheer drop off almost everywhere out here. We don't have the typical shoreline you think of with most waterways. The waterway runs very deep throughout, and that depth right up to the shoreline. Same thing's about on the dangerous side of it. Now we're going to focus our attention off of the starboard side, our right-hand side. We're going to bring our attention down a little closer towards the water's edge. You'll find there's a brownish black bird mark on the wall. It's about even the front of the boat. Brownish black bird mark, a little green dot dancing around on it. I don't know where the dot comes from. I talk, it appears, ta-da, magic. All right, we're going to start there. We're going to come left about 10 feet over about here. Up about 10 feet, kind of over here. Okay. Now, what we're looking for to start with, let's look for circles. There's some circles on the rock, yeah? There's ball-like rocks, too. So we got circles and ball-like rocks and circles.
Oh, wow.
Circles and ball-like rocks. The more you look at on this wall, the more of the ball-like rocks and circles you will see. Some are down here towards the water's edge. Some up a little higher. Yeah. Some way up there on the wall. There's circles and ball-like rocks scattered all over this wall. And what you're seeing here, these are the budded petrified trees along with geodes and knuckles. Petrified wood is created when organic materials have been replaced with minerals while retaining the original structure of the wood. That process occurs and wood becomes buried under sediment, preserved due to a lack of oxygen. Then water deposits minerals in plant cells. That takes hundreds if not thousands of years to occur. Manganese, iron, and copper in the mud give petrified wood a variety of colors. Petrified Forest National Park, located in northeastern Arizona. Now the geodes, they begin as bubbles in volcanic rock. Over time, the outer shell will harden. Water containing silicate will form. This precipitation can contain a variety of dissolved silicates, such as quartz, less common, purple amethyst, or black calcite. A nodule, or the hollow cavity like a geode. Both these rocks can often be found in the line on the desert. Four Peaks Amethyst Mine is just about 12 miles north of here, resting on the southern slope of the Four Peaks Mountain. The crown jewels of Spain contain gems from that mine. The mine is known worldwide for the purity and color of its amethyst.
Oh, it does. Oh, what's spot up there? Oh, and right there.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Well, you can barely see it without the orange.
Yeah.
There's two of them, or three of them. It's adorable. And that little cove area.
Alright. I do have some birthdays on board. Let's see, what do we got here? Happy 77th birthday to Marilyn. Marilyn, happy 77th birthday to you. Happy birthday to Noreen. Happy birthday to Emily. And Ashley. And happy birthday to Ibby. Evie. And happy birthday to Ryan. Thanks so much for coming to spend your special day with us here at Woodstock. It's been a really great day.
And that's what those balls are on the wall. Yeah, it's a bubble.
Follow her on Instagram from here from Dutchman. Stuff we've never seen.
Oh, these mountains go so high right here. Wow, it just went, whatever that bird was, just went underwater. Yeah, it still hasn't come up. Oh, there it did. Just popped up.
This little area is known as Frog Cove. It's the name of the rock formation that's not dead straight ahead there at the far shoreline. People there have a full frog in their house. Beautiful display in the desert Arctic to the right and the left of the frog and the rock. This area does make for some rather spectacular photographs.
Wow, it's gorgeous. With some swirls in the middle there. That's gorgeous.
Look at that rock, it's split in half.
Imagine this area when the sun is setting. Just hitting on it right.
Kingley does have a bit of a story in that. On December 28th of 1872, a small tribe, around 100 Yavapai Indians, made home in a cave about 5 miles upriver from where we are currently at. Just about 1,200 feet up to one of the cliff faces. And they were accused of pillaging and killing other friendly Indians and settlers in the area. The cavalry came in under the command of Colonel George Crook and by Captain William Brown. That force composed of 130 troopers joined by 30 female scouts engaged with the braves that morning around a campfire. Battle broke out. As that battle continued throughout the morning, cavalry repeatedly asked for the surrender. Yavapai refused, and the Battle of Skeleton Cave ensued. Some of Brown's men deliberately aiming for the roof of the cave, deflecting bullets and rock fragments into the defenders, while others were rolling rocks and boulders down and tossed them off. Roughly 75 to 80 of the 100 Yavapai were killed. The remains were left there. In the mid-1920s, those remains were discovered. They were given a proper burial over on Fort McDowell, Yavapai Reservation.
I believe I said the Tonto Reservation. That's wrong. It's the Tonto National Park in the beginning of this vlog, but my bad. And I hope this on film is just as beautiful as it is in person. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, literally.
We have reached the midpoint of our tour. We will be turning around here. We've traveled right at 3.5 miles since leaving the dock. The
Oh
lake
wow,
is
it's
again out in
halfway
front
point.
of us. It winds up through the canyon for another 7 miles up to the base of the Bush Mesa Dam. and that forms the preceding lake of Apache. Also, we have Roosevelt, Apache, Canyon, and Saguaro Lakes here on the Salt River. The Salt River headwaters in northeastern Arizona on Mount Baldy, Snow Mountain, and other watershed supply the moisture for all these lakes. On the Twilight Dinner Cruise, we continue on up another 3.5 miles of even more breathtaking scenery. Should you have interest in a Twilight Dinner Cruise, there's some information handouts here at the side of the hill. The Dinner Cruise is an event that's held year-round, 2.5-hour cruise. Very relaxing way to come out and have an absolutely incredible meal. Watch the sun go down, stars come out over beautiful canyon.
How much was it?
You can look it up. I believe it was around 50, 60,
Oh, that's not bad.
or it might be 60 to 70.
I was thinking 100.
Can you look it up real quick?
It'll be later. My phone's Dolly Steamboat. I don't have service. Oh, yeah, that's.
I'm afraid I might not have my mic either, which will suck. I'll just put a bunch of music to it if that's the case. Runs on Bluetooth.
You need service for Bluetooth?
I don't know. I'm not technical. Absolutely stunning day. Couldn't ask for a more perfect day.
You want to switch seats a bit? Unless do you want the window?
Excuse me. Still getting over my cold cough. Likes to linger.
There's like a picnic table. There's that big old sign. There's
Are we by a sea? Wow, look at that.
Oh, is that a house? You see the table right there?
Might be bathrooms. It's probably bathrooms for a camping service.
I wonder if they sent it down.
And on the right hand side or starboard side, we see another picnic and camping area that we have here today. This area is known as Beer Can Point.
Beer
Back in the
can.
tree, there are picnic tables, permanently mounted grills. The central building, that is a restroom facility, solar panels on top to provide power for the workings within. An emergency call box on the side of the building. Pick up the phone. You have a direct line to Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. They do have a satellite facility here at the lake. You can come out and camp here for up to 2 weeks, free of charge. It is all on a first come, first served basis. There's no way to make reservations. The area is maintained by the Tonto National Forest. And the boat dock. Well, that's very handy, as the only way to access this campground is by boat.
By boat only.
There's one more boat.
No one out here but another boat. Oh, yeah. There's a satellite.
You just kicked the bird off.
All right, look out in front of us and up. Look at the skyline, almost straight ahead. There's a bald eagle perched up there. All right, I'll put it off our right hand side here. Okay, so straight ahead of us right now. It's not going to be there for another color. It's going to turn. Okay, so it's going to be off of our right hand side. Look at the skyline. You'll find there's a bald eagle. We got the right hand side here. Right inside of the skyline, we'll find that little thing.
You see it?
Oh, he's right on the cliff there. They're big birds.
I know, I was just saying, like, they're a big bird, but...
As we do look off this right hand side here, we don't notice there's a lot of green foliage. Most of this consisting of the mesquite and palo verde trees. You see bushes, those are creosote, tamarisk, the desert brittle. Quite a few of the largest little stately wall cacti, giant saguaro. The saguaro is a very interesting cacti. Storing water in its body above ground. It again doubles its diameter after a long drought. Good rainy years run enough water to last them about 2 dry years. The way they're able to accomplish this is they can expand and contract at the pleats and their sides. The saguaro is a very slow growing cacti. It takes around 10 years to reach a height of 4 to 5 inches. 30 years to reach 10 feet. They'll grow to heights of 45 to as tall as 60 feet. The saguaro reaches maturity around 100 years old. They've been known to live well beyond 200 years of age, and they will not grow that first arm until they are at least 50 years old. After that, they can grow any number of arms. Arms are grown primarily for procreation. We believe this is the main reason that they do grow arms and blossoms. They only grow on the top of their arm or their body. That happens in the springtime. Now the blossoms, they always begin to bloom on the eastern side of the plant first. The saguaro only grow on the planet that is right here in the Sonoran Desert. Sonoran Desert consisting of the lower arid desert portion region of Arizona, along with a small section of California and a portion of northern Mexico. We have found a saguaro here on Canyon Lake that has over 20 arms. Arizona state flower is the white saguaro blossom.
That one, all the arms have.
Oh, that's the one.
I like how they have a lot of arms. Like those two next to, or those 5.
Yeah.
A little waterfall right there. You see a drip of water? The black. It's gonna be behind this big rock.
I don't see the water.
The black. It's underneath the rock. It's covering it now, but it'll
come back. Just like a little trickle.
yeah, it wasn't a lot, but you could. I mean, I can see the water. Look at that big rock that fell.
It's just growing.
Growing still.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
I'm still looking for that drill.
Yeah, you can see it. You'll see it now. See, now that's the rock.
On the inside.
You see the orange thing? I got a video.
It's like in the cave.
Look, I'll show you. My camera barely picks it up.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it's crazy how little wildlife we've seen. I thought this would be like peak time of the year to do it. This is like beautiful weather.
It's not like humans like scare away wildlife. So I'm saying, like, I'm surprised they even started with wildlife. It's not like I'm tired.
You go along here up a right side, notice there's a small cacti that may first appear to be that of the baby saguaro. But for the most part, we have over here barrel cacti. The barrel is not as large as the saguaro. Underwater. Keep a darker green in color, typically having a reddish hue about them. Quite easy to distinguish one from the other when you get close to the body shape of the thorn. Saguaro thorn is round, long, shaped like a needle. Typical barrel thorn is red, flat, and shaped like a fish hook. Barrels will live for about 130 years or so, and they can grow to reach upwards of 10 feet tall. Now, the other cacti you'll see scattered about appear to be all white and fuzzy with a lot of small arms. Those are the white trio. Sometimes nicknamed teddy bear cacti or jumping cacti.
Jumping
The thorns
cactus.
are hard. When disturbed, they will break off a fist-sized cluster with hundreds of needles. A very painful experience awaits. Stay away from the joint. Alright? There's no reason to be anywhere near them.
Nope.
Go right in the skyline, you find there's a finger like Pillar Rock. Having trouble finding the finger like Pillar Rock. Alright, let's do this. Look at that lower right hand skyline. Look for Snoopy taking a nap on his doghouse. How about that? You see Snoopy?
Oh, yeah.
Go left. You'll find a finger like Pillar Rock. Alright, first the finger like Pillar Rock may appear to be a beautiful little girl
That
looking
looks like Snoopy.
left hand skyward, or perhaps an angel praying to the heavens. But if you turn it around, you can clearly see it is Johann. Full head of hair, chin beard, cape on, sleeves pushed up. You can even see his hands reaching up for the keyboard. Most days, little positive thought, we go, Johann, to play some music for us. Because movie might be in here this afternoon.
I do not see that, but I hope you guys can. If you can, let me know in the comments.
That little small rock to the right is Snoopy sleeping on his house.
Oh, I thought the big rock was big.
Okay.
No, it's not Snoopy right there. You see how it's like his nose and his feet?
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
I don't know what others are saying.
It's just crazy how no matter where you look, it looks different. Like everything is so different.
that looks unique.
Now, while we're looking at that elephant, just go forward and up to the skyline. Forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. Watch the skyline. There they are. Right about 3.
Oh, yeah. I think there's 4 of
So
them.
we're gonna let this. One of them on the wrong side. Well, go right inside.
Bighorn long sheep. Bighorn sheep right there. Longhorn sheep. Good Lord, I'll get it right.
They're looking down at you.
Let me get over here on the wrong side. Inside is right ledge. Those desert bighorn sheep, both the males and the females do have horns. And they can grow the horns their entire life. They do grow the horns their entire life. They don't shed them like an antlered animal. Horns are very similar to the same way they were fingernails grow. A male is a ram. Good elder ram weighs about 300 pounds.
They do.
A female is a ewe, about half the size of a male. The young are lambs. They do have a split hoof with a soft contact patch, got a rock face like a 2-inch ledge. These guys can leap 20 feet rock to rock. Their diet consisting of all of the green foliage you see out here. They will come down from the water's edge to hydrate. They go about 3.5 to 4 gallons of water at a time. If they're a bind or have access to water, or they just don't feel like coming down to the water, they use the horns and hose and tear open a barrel cacti. From that, they can not only hydrate but receive nutrition. Average lifespan of a desert bighorn is about 12 to 15 years. And the only real predators that they have to deal with out here are the mountain lions. All right, we come forward. You're going to might be able to have an even a little bit better sighting on this.
Have you seen that on Instagram?
We got their derrieres to us. Bighorn sheep. Kind of get a better view from the side. The very top,
Yeah, like this one.
you'll see the white. There's 3 of them up there. Sorry, this is the closest I can get. Zoomed in. Alrighty. I was starting to get worried if we weren't going to see any wildlife besides the fish and the birds and ducks. Well, the wind's picking up. testing out this new mic. I was so disappointed at my tombstone videos. The sound that day was so windy that I almost did not release those videos because I was so upset with the sound. But I'm glad I did. I'm really thankful. And yes, I'll be back to Tombstone. Just trying to show off some other things before I'm there. Nothing Tombstone video was. A lot of things were closed that day, so I wasn't able to do a lot that I wanted to do. But we'll make better plans to get down there.
Continually floating on the back. The Pinnacle Rock is the Weaver Deep. Well, it's a major landmark here at Superstition Mountains.
Dam here
Including the Jesuit treasure 1700.
makes us into a lake.
Of course, also cool. You can walk. But that's what it said on this deathbed. The shaft of flyby lies in the shadow of Weaver Deep. However, he didn't say what time of the day or what day of the year. That has made it extremely difficult, if not impossible, for anyone to locate. And recently, that mine is lying up there somewhere in the middle of Superstition Mountains, just waiting to be discovered.
And she was saying, she does this, the pepper canoe, instead of doing that, she said, do this way, do this way.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like down with water there. I don't know if you can see that. That's a one-way. Well, it's a one-vehicle bridge there. There's two of them as you're getting down to the canyon lake that you go over. You have to wait until the other cars from the other direction drive through, pass through it, and then you have to go through. I highly recommend this. They do have dinner cruises in the evening.
Oh, I'm usually the cutest one.
It's a lot more money. I believe they're around $70, but I will link the website in the comment area. Yeah, I highly recommend this. This is so beautiful. I've been all over Arizona. I have not been in this area. And I'm just blown away. Absolutely blown away.
Four bars, no. What am I looking at?
What a beautiful day.
Actually, it's got the bars, but no 40 and 3G.
We're at the lookout at Canyon Lake here. I wanted to show this off to you guys. It's a side view of Canyon Lake. Such a beautiful place. Alrighty, that'll do it. I can kind of see Superstition Mountains here. Kind of the side view of it. But thanks for coming out on this adventure with me. If you guys can hit the thumbs up button, greatly appreciate it. Hit that bell notification so you know when I'm doing some videos. And if you can hit the subscribe button, greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to get monetized over here. I'm getting there. But so I can bring out more content to you guys. Greatly appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video. Oh, the dinner cruise. $80, 3-course meal. They have like tri-tip and stuff like that. So I'll definitely have to come back and do a dinner cruise. But $80 for the cruise and food. 3-course meal. Try it out. Let's see what happens. But now I can say I've been everywhere in Arizona because this was like the only little pocket that I've never been to, and so now I have. Check this out. It's a jumping cactus. You do not want to get poked with this. Let's see if it moves. See it moving towards my hand? Yep, that's why they call them jumping cactuses. Lots of love, people. Peace.